Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making some 100-hour brownies. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up before you go and please subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. That will be linked in the description along with the original recipe link for this recipe. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. Firstly, we're going to start off by making our brown butter. So in a medium saucepan, you just want to add your butter and you just want to melt this down and turn this to like a kind of medium-high heat. And you just want to keep stirring and keep your eye on it until it turns a nice golden brown color. Now you want to stir in your espresso powder. Now you want to add in a coffee ice cube, and unfortunately I forgot that I was supposed to make one, so I just used a regular ice cube. And when you put this in and stir it, it's gonna like really flare up, so make sure you're using a big enough pot for this because mine's almost fell over, but luckily it was just enough room. In a large bowl, you want to add in your eggs, your vanilla bean paste, and your sugar, and you just want to beat this on medium-high speed until it becomes light in color and fluffy. And as you can see, I did forget to add in the vanilla bean paste at this moment, but I remembered later on and I added it into the batter later. Now you want to sift in your cocoa powder, your espresso powder, and your salt. And you just want to use a spatula to mix this all together. Now you want to add in your brown butter, and I actually thought it was burnt, but it was the espresso powder. I was really nervous, but I tasted the batter and it tasted totally fine. So yeah, I know it looks a little dark, but it wasn't burnt, I promise. Now you want to add in your melted chocolate. And next we're going to sift in the all-purpose flour, and when you mix this up, make sure you are scraping the bottom of the bowl so you're getting all of the flour incorporated into the batter. You shouldn't see any flour marks in the batter. Now you want to chop up your milk chocolate and your 75% chocolate so we can mix this in the batter. And actually I couldn't find 75% chocolate, so I just used the closest thing I could find, which I think was like around 72, something like that. So yeah. Now you want to add your batter to a parchment-lined baking dish, and you just want to smooth this out into the pan. And now you want to chop up some more 75% chocolate so we can top off the top of the brownies with this. Now you just want to cover your brownies with plastic wrap and let this sit in the fridge for 3 days. Once the 3 days is up, you can now bake this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. As soon as your brownies come out of the oven, you want to cover this with aluminum foil and let it sit in the freezer for 30 minutes. And the reason why we're doing this, if you guys watched Alvin's video that is linked in the description, the shock cooling helps trap moisture inside of the brownies. And once your brownies have finished in the freezer, you want to set them in the fridge to sit for 24 hours. And 24 hours later, the brownies are finally done. And I just put mine in the oven at like 350 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes so they can heat up. And I couldn't wait any longer so the brownies could actually set. So I just cut it pretty much right away. I waited like 10 minutes so they can cool a little bit, but I didn't wait long enough for the brownies to set before cutting it. So yeah, that's why it looks like this. And this is how the brownies look once the chocolate is all melted and it's kind of warm still. So yeah, it's nice and like gooey and stuff. And this is how the brownie looks once all the chocolate has set. You know, really nice and fudgy and a really nice moist brownie. And these brownies are very, very flavorful. The 3 days definitely has a very intense flavor on the brownies, but yeah, they're very good, definitely very rich, and a recipe I recommend everyone try at least once, because why not? And it takes a long time, but it's not too much you actually have to do. You just pretty much have to wait on it in the fridge and stuff like that. So I recommend you guys try it out. The original recipe will be in the description along with the measurements so you guys can make this recipe. If you guys do end up trying this out one day, let me know in the comments how you enjoyed it and how it went for you. And also make sure to give this video a thumbs up before you go, and please subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram, that will be linked in the description, and I'll see you guys next week with a new video. Bye guys.